What's up, y'all? Welcome back. And we're out on a private property today, and we're checking out a new spot. I've already done 3 test pans. One out by where that log is, around that turn over that way, and over here in Map Hole. And it seems like the gold is over here. So let's show you the one speck that we found so far. See if I can find it again. Get some water on it. There it is. Try to shadow the glare a little bit. See if I can point it out to you on the camera as well. Right there at the tip of my finger. I'll just zoom in on it. Find it and zoom it. Find it and zoom it, Jeremy. Okay, there it is. Right there. You call me a liar? It's right there. All right. So yeah, looks like up into the banks where the gold is on this one. So I'm gonna do another test pan back in here because yeah, let's take a little walk. As you can see, when his creek comes in high flow, a good amount of the gravels are up here on the bank. So we're gonna do some test pans right in here. Let's see what gold's here. There's another little impression over here where he says that waterfalls right there. So we'll do another test. We'll do a test pan over there too as well. And there's a lot to explore here. So we'll have to come back. All right, so we've been running in that hole over there, me and Matt, and I'm gonna take the top mat out, do a little bit of a pan back, see what kind of gold we got in this spot to see if we want to move or not. So let's get into it. All right, so on my first tank of gas over here on this side, which is actually my second tank of gas. Got my pop over there cooling down by the pump in the water. About to take a little snack break. Got some jerky and some of those cheese crackers, well, the peanut butter ones. And yeah, right over here on this side, on this nice little gravel bar, the sand pit was up and around the corner that way. Nice, decent, big flake up in the sand pit and 4 tiny little specks, which wasn't too bad for half a tank of gas, almost 3/4 of a tank of gas over there. But now this is where I'm working at, right here at the front of the gravel bar. And Matt's over here working at the big rock he said that's never moved. Which, yeah, as you can tell, it goes down. It is pretty good size boulder there. Not too bad. Hopefully there'll be a decent amount of little gold behind there. We'll see. Anyways, this trip was to tell them what kind of gold's laying around down underneath all this. And there's a lot of areas to check. They've got a lot of property here. So eventually, one of these days, we might find a good spot. Or today we might find a good spot. Never know. That's what it is. It's the adventure. Getting out, meet new people, finding the gold. Be right back. All right, so I ran that tank down. He went up, took his break for a while. I done ran a whole tank since he was up there. But you know me, I just work. I only take like a 5-10 minute break and then I'm back at it. Get ready to fill it back up. And yeah, this is one of the best spots that I've found on here so far, but I still haven't checked way up that way and around. We walked over there, but I still haven't, you know, not even test panned it or anything like that. I figured I'll save spots for other days. Let's just see what kind of gold he's actually got laying in some of these spots, instead of spending the day out panning and panning and panning. Yeah, it would be nice to find his real good spot and, you know, and find him a good bit of numbers for his area here to get him on his way. This is all to help him out. And I told him for letting me come out here, I'm going to give him a high banker so that way he could do more than just panning. He's got a homemade sluice over there. And you know me, I got a lot of equipment, so I don't care to give it away when I got plenty. That's what it's there for. So we're going to continue on. And I like being able to dig up under the bank. I'm continuing that way as it looks really good through there. And the gravels look really good. A lot of quartz. I'm seeing a lot of schist that may contain gold because it has what looks like both actual gold and Formica schist, which is pretty good. That's what we found gold in last time. And let's not forget that piece of the green belt. But yeah, I could just pull pieces out of this pile and show you. There is a lot of Formica schist, a lot of quartz. As you can see, there's a nice big piece of it right there. But I've been finding lots of it. Rose quartz. Let's take a look over in my bucket. Yeah, as you can see, this is Ohio's gemstone right here. Flint. There's a nice smooth piece of it. Got some more pieces of it down there. But yeah, I am collecting up some of these really nice looking pieces that look like they contain both. Oh, let's see if I can get that on there. Never focuses in, but there's one good speck in there that looks like a real piece. Not bad. And I don't think I got it on video. And after I was running the high banker over there, I got one decent flake and 3 little tiny specks, which was why we moved around over to here where the bigger gravel is. That's all the flow sand, so that's going to be the flood gold over in there. I want to find the bigger gold that likes to hide out in these heavier hard pack areas. So that's what we're going for.
name of money.
Heck yeah, on my way back home now. Hey, I didn't get much time to do the announcement for the cleanup and all that, but as soon as we get to the house, we'll see how much gold we got. All right, so we're back at the house. And as you can see, I got 2 buckets of concentrates here. This one is from the spots that I was running the high banker. And these concentrates are from Matt's homemade sluice with the AstroTurf carpets in it. And I guess he just had this sitting back there. But he wants me to see what's in that, what he got for his runs on his days that he was running back there. And then I get to go through that. Well, I'm going to go through the high banking concentrates first. Then I'll go through his. Because I'm really curious to see what we got out there today. So let's get into it. Let's get her done. All right, so how much gold is this private claim got for a day of play? Not too bad. And it's got some chunky. Look at those big pieces there. Look at them 3 monsters right there. Monster flakes. And this is a private property. Nobody's allowed to go around looking for this place. You have to be invited by the property owner. Which I'm going to be making pretty good friends with the guy. Me and him seemed to get along pretty good the other day. So hopefully we'll be having some more fun like this. Plus I'm going to give him a high banker. Because all he has out there is just a little homemade sluice and a pan. And if he lets me get into his property all year and let me tinker around and play around, I'll build him whatever he wants. So let's see what's in the bucket of concentrates from his homemade sluice run. He also gave me that. So let's see what kind of gold's in there. Be right back. All right. All's left is concentrate this down, classify, put the sluice together, run it down, and let's see what kind of gold this has got in it. And we'll add it with the rest of what we got. Be right back. All right, so what did Matt get with his homemade sluice box with his AstroTurf carpet? Just that tiny little bit. Now, over on that side, it's mostly just flow sand anyways, with a tiny bit of residual flood gold. Hard to focus in. But I will try. Well, you can kind of see it. But let me go ahead and add the rest of the gold in with it. Always some gold stuck up in the corner of it. That's why I always wash these things out with a nice scrub brush. Make sure they got it all. So yeah, we did pretty good out there. Now he does want to keep this place private, so I'll respect his wishes. And let's go ahead and tap all that nice juicy deliciousness up to the top. See if it makes a real big smile. Now that's a real good smile. A real Ohio smile. Probably the best one I've done all year. Not too bad. I haven't got gold like this since the Tuscarawas claim, which has been closed for a couple years. Which I've been thinking about going back just to walk up and down the creek, because that's not illegal or against the law. And I might just bring a pan with me, because I could get this much out there on that creek just panning, but don't get caught. Yeah. I'll ask some people to see if I could. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be going back out to Matt's. I got some stuff for him. And tomorrow, I got to get a shirt mailed out to Chris over at Rufatoris Rockhound. You got some stuff coming from me. And my next one on the list is GS Prospecting. You hear me, brother? I got a shirt for you. And now I got to get your pay dirt bag made up and get yours ready. And get that one out. Yeah, sorry I got to do them one at a time like this, but they will be coming to everybody soon. Just takes me a little bit of time. But that's all I got for this one. I'll see you guys on the next one. And guess what? We'll be taking the dredge out. Later.